I welcome the Blue Star Report. I'm Brad. That's Dustin right there. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about Joe Milton, our newest pickup. Got a pretty good deal on him, I think. We gave up a fifth. They got him in the sixth last year, but we also picked up a seventh. So we gave up a fifth and got him and picked up a seventh.
Pretty good.
It's not too bad. And I think he'll be good. But what I do want to say is you watch all the media and everything. Oh, he's going to be this. Dak's in trouble and it's going to take us. Just pump the brakes just for a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's just pump the brakes. Okay? He's played in one pro game and that's it. Okay? So we're going to talk about that game just for a split second.
He did okay.
Yeah, he did okay. But we're going to talk about that game for a split second. And then, because he's only played in one pro game, and we really can't compare pro careers, we're going to compare their college careers. Dak's college career opposed to Milton's college career, and maybe put into perspective a little bit more about what we got here.
Yeah.
Because let's think about this and be truthful here. We picked up a backup quarterback that was backing up a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope the dude goes and just does fantastic.
Yeah.
Cowboys fan, I want everybody we pick up to do great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to say is don't get your hopes up and start just thinking this guy's going to be some superstar. He's enormous. 6'5", 247.
You never know.
Runs a 4.640. You never know. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is don't get your hopes up yet. Don't go replacing Dak just quite yet.
No,
okay? He ain't there yet.
No.
And he's never been there. Well, we'll show that to you.
We'll see in preseason.
We'll see a little bit in preseason, but he might, and I hope he comes out and does this outstanding. And when he has to come in for Dak, I hope he wins games left and right. And I hope in the end, he takes over for Dak and he's our next starting quarterback. But I'm just trying to say, let's pump the brakes a bit, just a smidgen here. And just let's put this into perspective of what we really have here. It's exciting to get a new guy, especially a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, a quarterback's like, oh, we got a quarterback. But, you know, it's like you don't want to just jump into like, oh, he's an all-star, because he's not. If he's going to be an all-star, the Patriot wouldn't have let him go.
No.
Okay. So you got to think about this. He's going to be a good backup quarterback for a little while, and hopefully he can get better and become a starting quarterback for us. If not, he can be a career backup. But so we'll talk about his first pro game. And I'm going to play devil's advocate here, okay? And I'm going to be – it's going to sound like I'm downgrading the guy, which I'm not. I'm just trying to put things where they really stand.
Yeah.
Okay? So he played in one game last year against the Buffalo Bills. Okay? And it was the last game of the year, and Buffalo had, like, none of their starters in. So it wasn't like he was starting against, like, the Buffalo Bills.
No.
Okay? But he did well.
B team.
Yeah, he did well, though. He was 22 of 29 for 241 yards and a touchdown.
Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
For your first start.
Not for your first start. And then he ran 10 times for 13 yards. That's not great.
No.
And he lost a fumble. But he did run for a touchdown as well. So he's a rookie quarterback. And I would say against
that's just a little over maybe a yard per rush.
Yeah, it's not much. And we're against a Buffalo B team, which would be like probably their preseason team or whatever. Then that's basically what you got. Okay, he did pretty good. He held his own. So, like I said before, we can't really compare pro stats to Dak.
No.
Okay, so we're going to compare his stats in college to Dak's stats in college. Okay, and this is really going to shock a lot of you because it really shocked me when I started looking at it. So he played 6 years. He played 3 years in Michigan, 3 years in Tennessee. Okay, passing, he played in 43 games, 6 years. passing, grand total career passing yards, he had 5,353 yards passing and 37 touchdowns over 6 years, 43 games.
Well, Dak and his he had played 49 games and had that 9,376 passing yards. Pretty good.
Good.
About what?
It's almost 4,000 more passing yards in 6 games.
And he had 70 touchdowns.
Okay, so Dak played 6 more college football games. He had 6 years. Dak had 4. And Dak barely played any in his first year, so 3 years, basically, he's played half of what he played. In 6 more starts, 6 more games, he had almost 4,000 more yards passing in 6 games. And, 33 more touchdowns in 6 games. So Dak had almost 4,000 more yards passing and 33 more touchdowns in 6 games compared to him. Okay, so we'll go to rushing yards because he's a big dude, right? 6'5", 243, runs like a 4.6 40, something like that.
Yeah.
He can fly. You think, okay, this dude's going to run over everybody.
4.6 40 ain't moving too fast, though.
Well, it is for 6'5", 247.
Oh, yeah.
That's bringing the heat. You think about it. So, in 6 years, college rushing, his grand total rushing yards for 6 years in 43 games, he had 661 yards rushing in 43 games and 12 touchdowns. 12 touchdowns.
Well, Dak had 41 touchdowns and 2,521 rushing yards and
played 6 more games.
Yeah.
So Dak played only 6 more games than he did in 4 years, opposed to his 6, like we said. And he had like almost 1,900 more yards rushing in 6 games.
That's crazy.
And what did we say? 29 touchdowns more.
Yeah.
So he had 29 more rushing touchdowns in his 6 games and almost 2,000 more yards rushing in his 6 games that he had more than him.
That's crazy.
That kind of puts things in perspective a little bit.
It does.
You think about that. Dak played 6 more games and had over 4,000 more yards passing and almost 2,000 more yards rushing. And what do you say, 35 and 29, and almost 70 more touchdowns, almost 60, 65 more, 68 more touchdowns, something like that. In 6 games, yeah, combined. Yeah. So let's look at their best college season. Okay, we'll look at Joe Milton's best college season, which was his last year at Tennessee. He played in 12 games. He had 2,813 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Okay, and I'll go ahead and do the rushing route for it now. In those same 12 games, he had 299 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah,
rushing in that season.
And Dak had in his best season for his passing, he had 3,793 passing yards and 29 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
And his rushing, he had 986 and 14 touchdowns.
14 touchdowns. So the best seasons there, you have Milton had, Dak almost had 1,000 more yards passing, and he had 9 more passing touchdowns and the same amount of interceptions. And Dak had 686 more yards rushing and 7 more touchdowns in their best season.
Yeah,
in their best season.
So
that's what you're getting. Okay.
Dak is better than I thought he was in college. I mean,
Dak has Mississippi State's like rushing record and all-time passing record.
Dang.
Yeah. So that's when you get all these people go, well, he's going to take Dak's spot and Dak and that. So let's just do some comparison because the best thing we can do comparing them wise is college.
Yeah.
It's the best we can do. If you compare their college careers, Dak, absolutely. This guy is like, he would be like Dak's backup.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even, he'd probably be on the practice squad.
Be riding the pine.
Yeah, for sure. He wouldn't even be close to where Dak's at. He definitely wouldn't start in front of him.
Oh,
not even nowhere near it.
No.
Okay. So that's what we got. So don't let all the media hype. Oh, we got Joe Milton.
I think his 6'5",
his
247 frame is what everybody's going crazy over.
Yeah.
If he was just the same size as Dak, 6'2", 220, I may not be thinking the same.
Yeah, and the speed that he has.
Yeah.
He's a lot faster than Dak.
I
do like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I would love to see him take Dak's job in 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see him sit under Dak for a little while, learn the system, and in 2 years just take off. Because I think he can do that. But all these people talking about now. Everybody's like, now. He's going to take Dak's job. No, Dak, he's going to get traded. And he's better than Dak. He's not better than Dak.
No.
He's not. He's not better than Dak. And to be quite honest with you, and I know a lot of people, I would say I wouldn't say a lot of Cowboys fans. I don't even know the percentage of them anymore, but I don't know what the split is, but Dak is a really good quarterback.
Yeah.
Dak has had some coaching issues, play calling issues,
injuries,
getting him some people to throw to, getting him a running game. A lot of this has played into what's Dak's failures in the playoffs. Yeah. He struggles when it comes to stuff like that. But if you look at stats, if you look at Dak play in the preseason, in the regular season, he can put it up.
Yeah.
He can do it if you get him a team that can play with him.
He led the NFL in touchdowns in 2021?
2021, yeah. He should have won the MVP that year,
yeah. But if you know as history goes, if you look at it, the Cowboys, I think it was Bledsoe got hurt, Romo took over.
Yeah.
Romo got hurt, Dak took over.
Yeah.
And he's a backup quarterback. All backup quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But they ended up taking over. And
Dak has problems too with injuries. So
he's getting older.
Yeah. He's getting older, but he's still young enough to get it done if they can get him some help.
Oh, yeah.
If they can keep him off of him.
He's got the attitude, the want to win.
He wants to win is more than
heart.
I like Dak.
He wants to win.
My dad doesn't like Dak. Our dad doesn't like Dak. He thinks Dak is the reason for the Cowboys' failures. And you can't blame their failures on one person. You can't. Sometimes you get these interceptions and stuff that get thrown, and it's only because, there's some interceptions that happens. He threw bad passes.
The receivers run the wrong route,
or they're behind. He's trying to force something. There's all kinds of parameters to this stuff. It's not just quarterback's fault.
Yeah,
it ain't always quarterback's fault. It's not.
Tipped interceptions,
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you read the thumbnail, it says the history states Dak has a big year this year. Yeah. So we're going to explain that a little bit. So Dak had his, I would say his breakout season. His first 3 seasons, he had 3,000 something yards or somewhere in there. But his first 4,000 plus yard season was in 2019. 2019. He had 4,902 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Like that was like his breakout big time year. Like things were clicking.
Yeah. Well, in 2020, he broke his leg. So
he broke his leg. So the next year he broke his leg. Yeah. He went from 4,902 yards to a broken leg.
Oh, yeah.
And he played, but that first part of that year he was doing really well.
Oh, he was. Yeah.
And then he broke his leg, so he was out. So then he comes back in 2021. So he had basically not much stats in 2020. And in 2021, he come back and hit him hard with 4,449 yards passing, and 37 touchdowns and 10 interceptions in 2021.
Well, in 2022, he only played 12 games. He broke his thumb or something. He was hitting on somebody's helmet.
He hit on their helmet.
Yeah, and he but he still had what 2,860 passing yards and 23 touchdowns.
Yeah,
but he had
15 picks.
15 picks.
Yeah, he had 15 picks that year. So, and that's 2022. 2022, he had another down year. Got hurt again, another down year. So in 2023, guess what?
Had another comeback year.
4,516 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 9 picks in 2023.
That's good.
2023, yeah.
That's good.
But then again,
the next year,
2024,
he got hurt again.
He got hurt again. So 2024, I think he only played like 8 games. 8 games last year. Yeah. Because he hurt something, and then he come back, and then you tore his hamstring off the bone or whatever.
He tried running. He tried running that one time.
One time, and the next play, I was into that.
He's done.
So here's what we're getting at here. Dak has a huge year, well over 4,000 yards. Then he gets hurt. On his comeback year, then the very next year, over 4,000 yards, he gets hurt.
Like you said,
the next year, over 4,000 yards, and now he got hurt. So this year he is in a 4,000 yard year.
Yeah.
If you look at history, the way he had 3 years when he was young of 3,000. Then he had to break out. He got hurt. He come back, break out. He got hurt. He come back out. Another 4,000. Now he's hurt. So we're looking at another 4,000 yard year. That's my positive thinking right there.
Wishful thinking.
That's positive thinking. He's done it 3 years, and he's done it for 3 years.
Well, what do you think he's going to do this year?
My guess, this year, he looks good, first off. I've seen him do some passing. He looks like he's lost a little bit of weight. I don't think he's going to run again very much, but
no.
I'm going to say passing, he's going to have this coming year. Dak's going to have another comeback year after an injury year, just like he has in the past. And he's going to have 4,600 yards passing. That's my guess. 4,600 yards passing.
That's not far off from what I'm thinking.
4,600 yards passing. He's going to have more touchdowns than he's ever thrown for. I'm going to say he's going to throw for 41. He's going to throw 41 touchdowns.
If they get the running game to where they can throw the ball
12 interceptions. That's my guess.
That's a high right there.
Yeah, but he's going to be throwing. I think he's going to throw the ball. He's going to get him a receiver. He's going to throw the ball. 12 INTs.
I think I will agree with you on the yards.
4,700 yards.
Yeah, I don't think he's going. I think he's going to have at least. Let's see, probably. I'll go with 37.
37 touchdowns.
And 10.
Double-digit interceptions. I'd be happy with either one of them.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with either one of them. But, like we said, this is a comeback year for him.
Yeah.
He bounces back every time he gets hurt. He bounces back with a big year. And this is be the 4th one. You had one, you got hurt, bounced back, got hurt, bounced back. He's got hurt. Now he's bounced back again.
I heard he's working his tail off.
I think
he's lost weight.
I think we're going to have him a receiver and some running backs this year. I think he's going to have a big year. I really do. Yeah. I really do.
I do too.
Yeah. I think he's going to have a big year too.
Now,
it wouldn't surprise me if he gets hurt and he's out a game or two, because seems like he's always out a game or two somewhere. So that's where we need old Big Joe Milton III to step in and do something. Okay?
Joe Milton number 3.
Joe Milton number 3. So anyway, that's what our video was wanting to be about. We kind of wanted to put some more things into perspective about Joe Milton. All right, we're high on the guy too, but we need to pump brakes.
Yeah, I think he's hyped up on his frame.
Yeah, we think about it a little bit. Everybody's hyped up because it's a quarterback.
Yeah.
And then you got Stephen A., which I can't stand. and some of these guys, Dak sucks and this and the Cowboys suck. And,
talking and laughing.
Yeah, laughing away, laughs like a little kid, just drives me nuts. Fake laughing, I can't stand that guy. Anyway, several of them that bother me.
Orlowski,
yeah. He ain't hardly played. The last time he played in the game, he stepped out of bounds in the end zone. Got a safety. I don't know who's he's criticizing when he wants to criticize people. But anyway, so the only thing we could really do, we wanted to back up and recap. We wanted to look at their game stats. Where was he? Because he basically just got out of college compared to what Dak looked like when he got out of college. Then we showed you the difference, and it's enormous.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we wanted to just kind of look at Dak's future. Just kind of, we was looking at his stats and just kind of looking at his like 49 and nothing and 43 and nothing. And it was like, hey, every year after he gets hurt, he has a big year. History says.
It repeats itself.
Right there. It's his big year. It's coming this year. So, anyway, get on there. Like, subscribe. Hey, get us 2 more subscribers to get us to 50.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Come on. We just want 2.
Cool. There's 2 of you hit that.
2 of you hit that button. Just boom, boom. That'll make us happy right there. I know that's not a lot, but we're climbing. So like, subscribe, comment. What do y'all think about the Joe Milton and the hype? And do y'all think he's getting overhyped, or is he really that what people want him to be, or we just really want him? We just wishfully thinking him to be that. You know,
that's the first time we went and got a quarterback, trade or draft.
Yeah.
Since Dak.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, Lance.
Oh yeah, Lance.
Oh, here we go. Let's just back. Let me back up a little bit. What happened when we got Lance last year?
Nothing.
No. But what was everybody saying?
Oh, he's trying to play better.
He's going to take Dak's job.
Oh,
he's going to have Dak's job before the end of the year, and they drafted his replacement, or not drafted. They traded for his replacement. That's exactly how they did him last year with Lance.
Yeah.
Everybody, the whole media blew it up. Lance is going to be starting, and it's the same thing with this kid.
I
think Milton has a lot more potential than Lance did.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more. So I think that he just needs a few years playing under somebody and getting there. But it was the same thing last year, or a year before last, I guess is what it was, when they got Lance, and everybody was on the high. Oh, golly, look out, Dak. Look out, Dak. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we got. Like, subscribe, and hit us with a comment. What do y'all think about Milton? What do y'all think about Dak this year? Is he going to have a bounce back year? Put us some. What do you think he's going to have? You think he's going to have 4,600 yards or what? Just put it up, put it in there, and let us know. I think MIA Philly probably don't want to hear any of this.
No.
Yeah.
He got time for this.
Yeah. Joe Milton's probably going to give what's his name from the running back or quarterback from Philly? Hurts. He's going to give Hurts a run for his money. They never play each other. Dallas never plays their starting quarterback against their starting. It always seems like one of them's hurt or the other.
Yeah.
Joe Milton's going to be in that game. He's going to put it on Philly. That'd be funny right there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? MIA Philly. Anyway, so that's what we got. Like, subscribe, comment, and we got another video probably come out Sunday or Monday. And we'll see you guys again later this week.